Nairobi Dam Reservoir presents an uncommon landscape. The British colonial government built the dam in 1946 for portable water supply and recreation, but the water system no longer operated as it is intended since 1970s. After Kenya's independence in 1963, the largely empty land around the reservoir became home to thousands of newcomers without matched infrastructure. The rivers that flowed into the reservoir gradually filled with human waste and silt, and the reservoir is slowly silting up as a dump site reservoir. It has created a very unusual situation where reservoir land is becoming available for farming by the adjacent squatter settlements. Kibera people are in fact extremely impoverished people with no land, no money. Some families can only eat one time a day.
And since we do not have enough land for farming, we try and do sack gardening, because that one doesn't require big land. You can just use the small space we have at least to do some farming.
So this money, they have to pay for the fees for their children, they have to buy medication, they have to pay food, and they have to pay other bills. So actually it's really limited, it's not really sufficient. So it's a kind of struggling again.
And suddenly for certain periods of year, a little bit land become available inside the reservoir and they can go onto this land.
What was the kind of the environment we are staying in, and also the space we were having, also the market, because we could go buy at a very expensive price, but cannot now buy. We can just harvest on our own.
So their quality of life improved a little bit because of their access to farming land. These are very small and low income things, not big things. But to these people, these are very important. Because it is a seasonally appearing landscape, property ownership is rare on issue. Who decide whose land it is and who farms where? There are a lot of unknowns. And the ambiguity allows this whole thing to exist, because nobody knows what the legal ownership aspects are. Then they can go on to farm and after a few months come out again when the flood water leaves.
Typical person in Kibera here, when you tell them to go buy like the entire 50 kilogram of sugar, it is expensive, they can't afford. Therefore someone has to bridge the gap.
So we plant a different number of vegetables. We only not rely on kales, but kales we like it because it's easier to manage. It is a long